Welcome to the Blue Podcast Network. This is the Gold Show, episode number 10. And
is it?
It is.
Fuck.
It is episode number 10 of the Gold Show now. So, in today's episode, of course, we're going to go through every single Premier League game. And I want to start off at Old Trafford, the 4:30 kickoff. Manchester United won, Chelsea won. So, what are your thoughts?
Henry has made a good point. They didn't see number 9 last week.
Was it not number 9?
No, number 9 was last week. We lost the footage.
Right. No, wait, hang on.
I'm
pretty sure.
Oh, let's get a fact check.
Number 9 is up.
VAR.
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 Number 9 is up.
Get out of here, Henry. Anyway, sorry, I just realised also clap for the editors. Secondly, I'm really sorry for swearing right at the start.
That's fine.
All right. Yeah, Old Trafford's Ubaid. Bit of a mid game.
It was awful. Let's be honest. It was one of the worst games we've played and probably seen. I don't know why every time we go Old Trafford it's just an awful game.
It's a weird place.
Well, we haven't won.
We haven't won in 11 years. I think.
Wow.
Wasn't good.
11.
No.
I think I saw something on the weekend. Every past Chelsea Man United game, there's been a different manager for one of the sides.
Yeah.
for every
Almost.
game.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. But I mean, let's be honest. We were going to go to United. They were going to be a low block and counter-attack, and that is exactly what they did. It's not a huge amount to talk about because, let's be honest, we should have beaten them. We didn't, but at the same time, at this stage, I wouldn't have taken a draw, but a draw at Old Trafford against United isn't a bad result.
No.
But in their position in the season, but then again, new manager bounce happens all the time for United. They get in an interim manager and they play better. They played better, let's be honest. They were a much better side than they were at the start of the season. I do want to say, though, Cole Palmer is so clearly better than everyone else on the pitch when he gets the ball. Like, I know he didn't create much, but his touches and his passing are just ridiculous.
Little nutmeg on Ugarte.
Yeah, also Martinez.
Yeah, that's a right
trying
card.
to injure our boy.
It's
This
a right
man
card.
is scaring me for FPL purposes.
Yeah.
Because I still have him, and he keeps on almost getting sent off, so I need to get rid of him.
But he's also
very
scaring me
quickly.
for FPL because Palmer's not having a scan.
Yeah.
Mate, honestly, if Martinez has injured Palmer, I'm gonna flip my lid.
Yeah. I cannot understand how that is not a sending off.
Straight red. Straight fucking.
Because the intention is
stuff.
clearly there.
So intentional.
It's not like he accidentally did it.
No.
He went out his way to be a
Yeah.
little...
Palmer beat him so skillfully, and then he just went for my
It's
sudden.
similar to what he did at was it Crystal Palace?
And he
Yeah,
jumped about a metre in the air.
Yeah.
Would you go as far to say that if Palmer is injured, that's the season over?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
How though?
I think
Felix and Kunku can step in.
But
We may not be as good.
I was going to say you won't finish.
We may not be as
high as you
good.
could.
No. If he won't be up. Sorry. That's never happened before.
What was it a penalty for me? For
Yeah.
me, it is.
Yeah.
All I've heard is it was.
It was a...
I think it is.
But-
I think Chelsea need a good new
I
goalkeeper.
think we have
simple
the
as
worst starting goalkeeper in the
Oh
league.
yeah. In the top four. In the top four.
I was going to say in the league.
No, not in the league. I think that Muric at Ipswich. I
Okay,
think
okay.
he's
Yeah. Fair.
But the thing
he
is...
was great against us. He was really good against us.
Yeah, he'll make saves, but some of the goals he's conceded this season.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is, Sanchez looked... Like, we kept him over Petrovic because he's better playing out the back.
Yeah.
He
The
looks
eye
so
test
uncomfortable.
sometimes he looks better, but he's averaging probably a mistake at a half.
Well, yeah.
I can tell you from the signings that Maresca made, he does not care about how good a keeper is at saving. If they can play out the back, they're starting.
Yeah.
That's the only reason we signed Hermanson. I mean, he's great at both, but that's all Maresca cares about.
Yeah.
I don't think he can because he looks so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Well, even the Curtis Jones goal, he should have done better for that. And then, of course, giving away the penalty. He's so up and down as
Yeah.
a goalkeeper.
Like, he
That
will
is the
pull
last
off-
thing that you want.
He'll pull off a worldy save or a worldy kick to Jackson for the Palmer goal a couple of weeks ago, but he didn't need to make that. Where the hell is he going?
He's going out of
Yeah,
play.
there's no reason to jump in there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
I would like to say I thought that Garnacho was one of Chelsea's best players.
That was rude. That was...
He was shocking.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of talent, potential there, but it is raw talent.
I found it really funny how under Ten Hag everyone was saying, because he always used to sub off Garnacho first instead of Rashford, and everyone was like, no, you got to sub off Rashford. But that game actually should have shoved off Garnacho, not Rashford.
I think Casemiro was
Fuming at him, absolutely fuming at him.
The pass was awful, but then he didn't track back.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and that would frustrate me the most. If I was a Manchester United fan, watching your players not track back.
Yeah.
That's it's one thing that would make me dislike players.
Yeah.
Definitely. You could be terrible, but if you're running about on the football pitch and trying, obviously I'm still not going to be very happy, but I'm going to be less angry.
Hashtag Conor Gallagher.
No, the thing is, there are some players who famously don't track back. Mahrez, for us, Pearson said in an interview like ages ago that when Mahrez came in, he basically said, I refuse to go past the halfway line. Once it's at the halfway line, I'm not going back any further. But he's still one of the best players we've ever had. So you can be a good player without tracking back, but it is rare.
Yeah.
I don't think it makes you hate a player unless they're just lazy.
Yeah, I mean, if they are lazy, it does my head in. Yeah.
Also, if their instruction is to track back, at the end of the day, they're a professional footballer.
Just do it.
Just do it. Yeah.
I think it's so important, like tracking back, especially nowadays, because the way fullbacks attack and how attacking some teams are, you've got to track back.
Yeah, I just think looking at Manchester United now, they're gonna have a new manager, aren't they? And Amorim, which could be quite interesting for them. Yeah, I'm a bit worried, but I think their recruitment's still all over.
Talking about Manchester, though, can we talk about City?
Yes.
Yeah.
What has happened to them?
Yeah, well, this is the first time they've lost 3 games in a row since 2018 in all competitions.
Henry,
2018?
can we just pause so Henry can stop fucking dicking about?
He's so excited.
You're annoying me so much.
What was it? He said something about Sir Alex Ferguson earlier.
He said
like,
before the game, he said, "Oh, if I win, people are going to say, oh, the next Alex Ferguson's here," and then after he won, people are all taking the piss, saying it's the next era's come to an end comment, and like it's going to end up.
He's going to flop. He's going to flop.
But yeah, no, Bournemouth are the giant killers at the moment.
Yes, they are.
Back, Arsenal and Manchester City.
Well, not everyone can handle the Bournemouth test.
No,
not everyone could beat Bournemouth.
The Bournemouth test away from home.
Yeah.
Does this prove Sancho's the best winger in the league?
we also beat Bournemouth, so you know.
Yeah.
Just big teams beat Bournemouth.
Yeah, exactly that. I can also join in on that. We beat them at home.
Yeah. Maybe they just like beating teams that think they're the best teams in the world.
Maybe so. But
at Arsenal, I'm targeting you there.
Antoine Semenyo getting another goal, 4 for him in the league now. He's firing.
I finally
he's on
put
form.
him into my FPL now. Finally, he's in there now.
Yeah, I had him in. I was patient.
I left him on my bench.
We'll get onto that later. But yeah, I mean, just in all honesty, Manchester City, they're just looking a lot more vulnerable without Rodri, which is expected because of the statistics beforehand. What did he go like 70 games unbeaten or something? In a row,
like that,
60 or 70,
I didn't think
something
they're
like
quite
that.
as poor as they are, though. Because I thought, they'd struggle a bit more, but they're really, really poor.
Yeah.
They're not good at all.
Yeah, I think it was until the 80th minute they did not have a shot on target, which for like Manchester City is crazy. And yeah, Josko Vardiol's just popping up with goals all the time. I mean, what is going on? Like, if you do not have Haaland scoring, it is the defender.
Well, it wasn't even a screamer this week, which is. So he can do everything.
Yeah, he can do it all. Left foot, right foot.
It was 74 games unbeaten.
74. Yeah, I thought it was something like that. Yeah, his miss is absolutely massive for them.
It is, but the only thing is, like, there was a season 2020 or 2021 where they looked poor and they won the league by a mile.
Yeah, let's be honest. They always flop in November, and then they'll go on a 19-game win streak.
Yeah.
So I'm not. Yeah, like
I still think this will be popular with you. I still think Liverpool are going to win the league this year. I think it's Liverpool's year. It will not be City. Is all I'm saying. I don't think it will be City.
Now I
whether
want
it's Liverpool or unlikely Arsenal. I don't know, but I think it'll be Liverpool out of those two.
Yeah. Speaking of predicting things, what did Henry predict at the start of the season?
What regarding what?
A certain Forest team.
Nottingham Forest. Yes, relegation zone.
Yes.
Third in the table. I mean, you must be feeling pretty good, no?
I don't know how I feel. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. We've won our last 3. Chris Wood's turned into the best striker in the league. Which, when he joined, I would have never thought that.
No.
But it's just crazy. Like, this summer transfer window, we were all thinking, because of all this financial fair play stuff, we're going to be losing Murillo, we're going to be losing Gibbs-White, so it was going to be a horrible season. But we managed to get the money. We somehow got 50 million for Niakate and Mangala. Spent it on...
Henry, can you stop distracting the hosts, please?
Spent it on Milenkovic, who has transformed our defence for the price we paid for Milenkovic.
Oh yeah, he's been good.
He's been our best signing. Elliot Anderson as well from Newcastle.
I think your keeper's been really good as well.
Marcel's, going into the season, I wasn't confident with him.
No.
But even against Chelsea,
It's unreal against Chelsea.
he was unbelievable.
I have to say, as much as I don't like Forest, I would probably say at the moment Wood is better than Haaland. But I think that's probably because Haaland's been really poor. I'm not saying he's a better player, but at the right now,
I do think if you put Haaland right now into that Forest side, he may still score more goals.
well, yeah, obviously, yeah.
You're saying
But
how Wood's better than Haaland, but the other week you were saying
Change
how
this
Vardy's better
tune.
than-
right,
Vardy's better than Wood.
Vardy is a better player than Wood, yes, but not right now, based on form. But
Right.
But at the moment, I think Haaland he's just rubbish at the moment. I know he scored a few early in the season, but he's gone missing when they've needed
He's still
him.
the top goal scorer in the league.
I know,
Yeah.
but he's gone missing recently when they've needed him, and
Yeah,
you look at it, it's more because of the expectation on him. If it was any other player with any other team, they'd be like, oh, he's having a great season. But because of the high expectations he's put on himself, he's doing badly by his standards.
He hasn't scored an away goal since August.
Has he
Since
not?
where did he get a hat trick at? Was it West Ham?
Yeah, I think it might have been. I'm not
think
sure.
he scored away
Mate,
goals.
to be fair though, West Ham right now. And
They
I
are
mean,
looking shocking.
it shows how bad United were
Mm.
with Ten Hag.
Yeah.
But West Ham right now have
They're
looked
really poor.
all over
really
the
poor.
place. Defensively, abysmal. I mean, I saw David Moyes. He came out and said we looked more solid defensively, which was absolute rubbish. Because even last year they lost like 6-0 to Arsenal. I think it was. I think they got smacked by you.
Yep.
Last year we beat them in the Carabao Cup like 5-0. They're just terrible.
I mean,
Mm.
sorry to interrupt.
No, it's all good.
Being at the game at the weekend, West Ham, they just, even when they had 11 men, because obviously Alvarez got sent off,
Yeah.
they looked awful. Probably one of the worst Premier League sides I've ever seen live.
Yeah.
And obviously I've seen Forest.
How long do you think Lopetegui's got though? 'Cause
Not
do you
long.
don't think so? Because I feel like he's probably got a while still. Because people are still trying to argue, oh, they're just trying to learn his system, and he's still trying to implement it. But I don't think he can be.
I think
that long.
Kudus is an example of where he's potentially losing the dressing room. Like,
What you mean? What he did against Spurs?
no, Kudus has been basically been like all season not liking Lopetegui. But like I remember at the start of the season, it was like defensively they've really brought in some good players.
I thought they were going to get top 4. I'm not even joking. I said before the season, I was like, West Ham will get top 4.
I
Look
said-
at that
Wow.
squad.
I said top 10.
I looked at the squad and thought, wow, like
The
that's a
squad's
great
good.
squad.
This is but this is why I think he hasn't got very long, because he's got that squad.
And he spent a lot of money.
Yeah.
They have recruited well in terms of players. It's just the way that they are trying to use some. Like trying to use Aaron Wan-Bissaka as a wing back is just crazy. I mean, that man going forward, how many assists has he probably got in his Premier League career? Like
He gets the occasional
in
one.
singular digits,
Yeah.
definitely. So to try and use him as an attacking fullback makes no sense. I mean, Fulkrug, since he's came in, has just been injured the whole time.
Yeah.
Somerville's not really got a shot. I mean, I think he started against Forest at the weekend. Somerville?
Somerville did, but did nothing.
Yeah.
Did
But
nothing.
yeah, he's not really had too much of a crack at the first team.
I've never rated Lopetegui. Even he did an impressive job at Wolves, keeping them up in the circumstances. But my word, the football he played at Wolves was awful.
Yeah, no, I was speaking to someone about this yesterday about how he's kind of almost scammed a good job with West Ham because he was not very good at Wolves. I think it's because of how well he does abroad.
I mean, he's got Real Madrid on his CV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think we've got to bear in mind, like, I keep on saying this lately, especially doing the Purple Show as well. Check out the Purple Show. Like, I use McTominay as an example
Mm-hmm.
at Napoli, who are top, and he's being compared to Maradona and all this bollocks, right? He's not that good.
No.
We know he's not that good,
No.
and I think it is an indicator potentially of how hard the Premier League is in comparison to other leagues. Because he can go to probably a Serie A side, and he'll do brilliantly, but he goes to West Ham.
My problem for West Ham though is, who do they get in? I can't think of a single manager at the moment who they've
Frank
won.
Lampard, bring him back.
I saw something about that former Dortmund manager. I don't know.
Terzic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be a great appointment. But would he go there?
Also, he's not doing that well at Dortmund either.
Could go Graham Potter.
I don't know, because I mean, I don't know if it's true, but I've heard you're still paying him off, and if someone wants him, they have to pay you money.
Yeah.
And are West Ham really going to want to pay Chelsea money?
No,
Probably not.
Especially with the amount of money they've spent this summer. And yeah, I think he's probably got till Christmas. But if he's not,
I hope so.
A few more results like that Forest game, I think he's gone.
I think it depends where they're on the table, because right now they're still 6 points above relegation, I think.
Yeah, yes, they are.
I think if it goes any lower, they'll
I think he's got to the game against us, which is in
Yeah.
a month's time. Well, 4th of December, so yeah, basically a
He
month.
needs to turn it out.
I think if they lose that game, that's it for him,
There is
probably.
another international break in November.
Yeah.
I
But
would love
yeah,
nothing
I-
more than them getting relegated.
Oh,
I would rather them get relegated than we get top four.
Yeah.
I'm not even lying.
Really? Why?
I want to see it. I
You
don't
want
know
to see
I
want to see
think
West
I
Ham
like
back
that.
in the Championship?
where they belong. Get them back where they belong.
Is there any championship managers they could go for?
The only real good one is Carlos Corberan, I'd say. He's good. I want him.
Right.
Yeah, but West Brom,
Yeah.
West Brom are getting worse and worse each season. Check out the Green Show if you want to find out
Yes.
more about the Championship.
Yeah. And speaking on struggling teams, let's move on to Arsenal.
Yeah.
Makes me happy.
They are
You-
not doing well without Martin Odegaard. Just clicked on Domino's by accident.
Someone's hungry.
But speaking on Arsenal, they lack creativity completely. They have no sort of creativity in their team at the moment without Martin Odegaard. I mean, I saw a pass map, I think it was of the second half. They just go out wide. There's literally no play through the centre of the pitch because Trossard and Havertz just could not get involved whatsoever.
And let's be honest, Saka doesn't like crossing it.
No.
So
And I mean, yeah, they just look a bit lost. I mean, I thought against us they played quite well first half, and then second half they did struggle a little bit more against us. But just recently, I mean, the Bournemouth game they were awful, to put it bluntly. Even before Saliba got sent off, they were not doing very well. I mean, they've got Inter tonight in the Champions League, which will be very interesting to see how they get on in that.
I think they could get hammered. Is it away?
Away.
They could get hammered there, I think. They could lose 3-4-0. And I don't think Inter are that good. I don't think they will, but they could.
All the Arsenal fans behind the camera really do not like you.
No,
I know.
But I think we have to be honest with talking about Arsenal because we praised them a lot earlier on in the season for getting points against like Villa away, Tottenham away, City away, but yeah, they just no creativity
Do you
at all.
reckon they've been found out, kind of thing?
I hope so.
In
On
a
Sunday,
way-
on
in a
Saturday or
way-
Sunday?
Sunday.
Sunday, yeah.
Yeah.
In a way, I
You
think
think?
they have, but obviously.
At home though, we'll win. I fucking hope.
Oh, sorry, mate. If we could beat them,
If we did what we did last year, where Sanchez gave him a point,
Oh, yeah.
I would argue it is right now the best time to play Arsenal. Like, there's not a better time.
100%.
We've got enough teams.
but
I do agree.
the funny thing is, when I think after Odegaard was injured, they had 2 games where they won, and their fans were like, "We don't even miss Odegaard."
Yeah.
I think that's backfired completely.
Of course it has.
I said it when we played them. When we played them, I said they were rubbish, and I said they've bottled a 2-0 lead. Yes, they've won 4-2, but they weren't that good. Like they had a lot of shots, but we were rubbish defensively. And I said back then that I didn't think they'd do well this season, and I've
Yeah.
been proved
I
right so
think-
far.
I think they have gone from one of the most exciting teams to watch to one of the most pragmatic and defensive-minded sides in the league.
But the thing is, like, the first season where they challenged for the league, there were 2. I think there were 2 attacking. The second year, I think they were better because they got the balance.
Yeah.
Now they're too defensive. And I think the funny thing is, like, the top 6, everyone has a Champions League except for one. So maybe they don't belong. Maybe it's just like the top 6 is finally forming, all European Cup winners. I don't know where Arsenal's is.
I mean, yeah, who knows? They are in the Champions League this season. So there's always a slight chance for Arsenal.
It just
They're not likely, really, not likely. We are top of the league.
Yes.
We are top of the league.
Should we put
No.
our microphones down?
I didn't watch it, but I've seen the highlights. It looked like Brighton.
We were shocking.
I was gonna say it looked like Brighton should have scored about 3 in that game.
We were poor first half. First half really poor. Second half brilliant. Trent in the first half was really poor defensively. Second half, having the timer in his back pocket.
Was that a penalty?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think so.
Was what a penalty?
Trent threw Matoma to the floor in the penalty box.
Right. So you're also saying it should be a penalty?
I think if it was given, it wouldn't have been turned over,
Yeah,
kind of thing.
it's one of those things.
Where like it
So
was,
they're going to agree with the ref either way?
yeah,
Yeah.
It was one of those ones where it's up for debate, because you could say Matoma kind of had his arms on him,
Yeah.
but Trent did throw him to the floor.
Yeah.
So if I don't think you could have been aggrieved if it was given.
No.
And I don't, but you and then obviously you're not aggrieved it wasn't. So
Yeah, no, I'm very happy with it.
yeah.
But yeah, no, they played really well first half, Brighton. But we know how Brighton play. They will play well against most teams who are like on the front foot, have lots of possession, and yeah, Mo Salah again. If this man does not get a contract, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Isn't he going with Barca? I saw a link with Barca, was it?
Barcelona?
I saw a link with
Really?
Barcelona. Yeah.
Well, I mean they got. They got
I was
Lamine
like-
Yamal.
Yeah, but they got Lamine Yamal. So I
But I'm
don't know
thinking,
why.
yeah, I'm gonna say then they've got to drop one of their incredible wingers
Yeah.
for Salah. I mean, you would drop him for Salah, but then
You wouldn't drop Lamine Yamal, surely.
no, I don't know if you would, or would you move him to the left and drop Rafinha? But then Rafinha's been really good.
Rafinha's been so good.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You'd have
That's
to
the
move-
problem.
And you'd have to move it and adjust it.
Unless you put one of them as a 10.
As a 10.
Oh, I don't know if any of them could. No,
I think Rafinha could.
he could, but would he be as effective? I don't think so.
He plays quite central. If you actually look up Barcelona play, he plays almost like a second striker.
I think that'd be a waste of money for them to buy Salah on such a big contract.
Could he replace Lewandowski up top?
Fuck no.
No, he's not a striker.
No, I mean, yeah, I just don't know what we're gonna do if we do not keep him. But to be totally honest, I just feel like with the Liverpool contract situation, we just need to get it done. Just get it done. Just let me know if they're staying or not.
Do you think they will stay?
I don't know. I really do not know. I thought Salah was gonna stay, and then he put that Instagram post out in the week,
What did he put out?
saying I'll never forget what scoring at Anfield.
Yeah,
feels
that
like.
was not.
Oh
It's
yeah, I
very-
saw
it's
that.
So
very,
cryptic.
very cryptic.
Yeah.
And I was like, it seems like he's pushing for a contract. He's trying to. To me, anyway, I think because he's been there since 2017, so he's been there for.
I don't know why he'd want to leave. He's a star
I don't
player.
think-
The
I don't
team's
think he
built
wants
around
to.
it.
I think it's trophy.
FSG.
It's FSG and trophies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you look at Salah's career, and also fuck you for the recent Red Show. Secondly, I'm really just throwing out shows today, aren't I?
You are.
But he's won one Premier League and one Champions League, and you would say he's the same with you could argue with Hazard at Chelsea. Should have won more. Salah is a player who should have won more.
He's won,
100%.
hasn't he won everything he could in England?
He has.
Yes,
He has.
but
won
it's
one of
it's
everything.
one of everything. It's not.
a lot.
Yeah.
Two
It's-
Carabao Cups, guys. Come
Oh,
on.
shut up! Doesn't count.
Two.
Yeah.
He's won two.
You're right, Arsenal over there.
They don't win the Carabao Cup.
True, they just win one trophy and think they're the best.
Yeah, both of them were against Chelsea.
Do you know we won a cup against Chelsea? Do you remember that?
Yes, I do. Thank you so much.
Do you know Anthony Taylor, 3 in a row.
Also,
It
was
never
it not
happened
a
before.
handball? Or
There was,
There's a
yeah.
handball before your goal.
There was.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
do you
don't
know-
worry,
do you know
VAR
what?
caught
I
Chilwell.
didn't see it. I didn't quite see it. You know.
No, it's shocked. Yeah,
No,
shocked.
no,
It's
I
not
did-
like the Leicester player palmed it to Tielemans, who
What an
scored the
assist.
goal.
What an assist.
I
Yeah.
think, it was accidental, definitely.
Was it? Yeah, yeah. Wasn't the rule like if it touched the hand leading up to a goal or something,
Yeah.
something like that? Mm.
Very interesting.
No, but it's fine.
Interesting
But
how
it's-
we've gone down this.
It's fine though. Chilwell, his toenail was offside, so that means it was
No,
Also,
offside.
no.
Lukaku was not offside against Liverpool.
And
He
also-
was not offside.
And also, the ball was moving. Like he hadn't actually when they did the cut for the Chilwell one. I remember this so fucking vividly. They took it from as like about a millisecond after they'd striked it, rather than when he striked it.
Okay, right, but
I thought it was the Arsenal fans who complained about refereeing
But
decisions. I never thought
Chilwell-
it was the Chelsea
I'm just trying to get some content. here.
Yeah,
Chilwell is a twat anyway, so
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's debatable.
Well, is he?
I don't know.
Oh no. Anyway.
Should we move on
I'm
to
sorry,
another?
Ben.
Yeah, moving
I don't
on.
agree with
I
that
just wanted to
take.
touch on Curtis Jones, the most consistently inconsistent footballer I think I've ever seen in my
Was he bad?
life. He was really good.
Oh,
Came
really
off-
good.
Came off the bench and got an assist against Brighton.
That pass yesterday was very good.
And the one against Bayer Leverkusen. Yeah, I mean, he is so up and down. If he
But currently
stays,
up.
Yeah, I mean, he's been brilliant. He's been
But
really
that's
good.
the thing. He might be able to keep it going because obviously he's only ever played under one manager. So if he can start doing well on the slot, this could be the breakthrough of his career.
Exactly that. Tottenham.
Yeah, I was going to say, we'll move on to the other.
We need to speak about Ange because he's tactically evolving, and it is a little bit slightly worrying for me because they looked more solid defensively.
He always wins in his second year, is what he said.
Yeah.
I mean, they look like they might.
Have you seen that if we draw with Arsenal and you lose your next game, they're third?
Yeah.
If they win.
And they've got Ipswich Town at home.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
still not
Spurs
worried.
could be third.
I think they could get top four, but they're not winning anything.
No, they
It's
won't win
Tottenham.
anything.
They can't.
They could do the Europa League.
No.
No? You don't think so?
It's We do this every single time. It's Tottenham. We haven't learned our lesson, have we?
I don't think it's. I don't want them to win anything though.
I
Yeah.
think they'll win. I think they'll win the League Cup. With City now out of it, I actually think they'll win the League Cup.
It's funny. Someone just said that.
But I wasn't. I think they'll win the Europa League as well. I think they'll win both. I think they'll do a double.
Tottenham haven't won since 2008. They're not winning the double. If it happens,
No.
I'm not watching football.
It's too Spursy for them, mate.
And Postecoglou last season was very, very stubborn.
They'll
in his
fire him
tactics.
before the final.
And they look more solid defensively. Statistically, they look better. They're not keeping any clean sheets still.
No, but they're the top goals. I think they've scored the most goals in the
They've
Premier League.
scored the most goals in the league. Yeah, they're firing on all cylinders. As soon as I said a couple of months ago, I don't know where the
Yeah.
goal's going to come from. They're scoring 3 every week. So
But they are conceding a lot of goals.
yeah, which is so strange because
Yeah.
their XG is in the bottom 5.
Well,
of
same
the table.
same with Chelsea, third most goals, but we're 11th on shots.
Yeah.
So it does seem like actually some of the top scoring sides, shock, are the ones that take their time and take the shot when it's most likely to go in.
I have to say, I am praying for an Arsenal v Tottenham Carabao Cup final because that'd be brilliant.
I'm
That'd be
not.
incredible.
No, it won't. That'd
Well,
be dog
yeah, not
shit.
for you, but
Yeah.
for the.
If anything, that's like the worst result possible for us.
Yeah,
I mean,
I would
if
like
that happens, it's just a free trophy for Arsenal,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's not even fun.
Yeah.
No, it would be quite
Yeah.
funny, though.
Mate, and also
If
we-
Tottenham did beat
We're,
Arsenal.
we're not. Yeah, we've lost that Liverpool Chelsea either semi-final or
Yeah.
final this season, haven't we?
We have, yeah. It seems to roll around
Shame.
every year, but it's not going to roll around.
But we
this
lost to
year.
Newcastle because we made 11 changes against a side that then made 2. So
Yes. yeah.
But that was
The
same with
rest
us
of the
against
team
United.
Clearly was not fussed about that competition.
no, he wants to win the conference, get top 4, and maybe the
Yeah.
FA Cup.
I mean, I didn't watch the United game that you played against them, but our game against them, the media were basically sucking them off. But we made 9 changes, they made 2.
Yeah.
So they weren't as good as people said. They battered our reserves, and I mean they did. But it'll be interesting to see what happens this weekend against them,
Yeah.
because I think we'll be a lot better against them.
I want to talk about Kulusevski moving into midfield because I think that's really interesting. He's not fast enough to be on the
No,
does that.
no.
He doesn't have the acceleration, so to be able to fit him in like a midfield 3, I mean, I thought it was brilliant Sunday. I thought he looks really, really good and really, really comfortable in a midfield role. And he's got James Maddison benched. Madison's not a bad player by any means.
Can I say though, also the free kick was Martinez's fault, not Madison brilliance.
Do you not think so?
No.
No?
He just took it relative. Like Martinez thought that the other player was clearly taking it, as he literally wasn't even set when Madison took the shot.
Don't knock James Maddison.
I will
'cause
knock
still
James
miss
Maddison.
him.
He is.
Still miss him.
Yeah, you may miss him, but I don't think he's the player everyone thinks he is.
I agree. I think last year after the injury,
Yeah.
it wasn't even the injury though, because like months later he was still
He
awful.
went to Spurs. That's what happened.
He has Maddison has a cycle which I learned over his 4 or 5 seasons with us. So he'll start the season incredible. He'll play incredibly for a few months. He'll then get an injury. He'll be out till around December, January, and then he'll come back and he'll be woeful and he won't be the same.
And he's done that every year since like 2019.
Yeah.
I'm not, but Bentancur I thought was very good.
Yes. I've always rated
He's a
him.
good player, though, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just riddled with injuries.
Yeah, he's been very injury prone, hasn't he, over the last few seasons. So Leicester City then.
Yep, Jordan Ayew has done it again.
Yeah.
I mean, we were quite unlucky, I think, in a lot of ways. We should have put the game to bed in the first half. We had about 3 chances we probably should have scored. Didn't take any of them. They should have had a penalty.
Yes.
But-
I was going to mention that.
but
I was just about to mention that.
The referee was very poor for both sides throughout the game, and he gave a lot of things to them that he also shouldn't have given. I'm not saying that excuses it, but anyone who's watched things on Twitter, they'll see that and they'll think, oh, Ipswich are robbed. But Phillips should have probably been sent off in the first half as well for hitting Buonanotte in the head. But yeah, that
His fall off is so sad to see, I think. From where he was at Leeds,
Yeah.
you know, being he got given. Yeah, he got given. What was it? Our best player at the Euros, wasn't it? I think he
Yeah.
got awarded.
I'll be honest, I did a Chris Kamara because when he got sent off, I didn't realise he was already booked, and I saw him give the yellow, and I looked away, And our fans normally sing cheerio when they send someone off for the other team, but they didn't do it. So I thought he just got subbed off and he was walking off. I didn't know that he'd been sent off. And someone told me afterwards, and I was like, oh well, now that's just going to be a narrative that Leicester got lucky and they won again from a lucky red card.
And that definitely is the narrative.
Yeah,
but it's not true.
100% the narrative.
10 games, 10 points. That's pretty good start to the season, I'd say, for Leicester. No, you would want more.
You look at the start we've had. We've played Southampton. I know we won, but we barely won. We scored in the last minute.
Yeah.
We played Ipswich. We almost lost. We should have won, but we almost lost. And that's another 2 points dropped against relegation rivals.
Right.
Played Everton at home. Couldn't win that. So we've played some really easy games and not picked up wins. And we should have won those games. And yeah, we've played some other hard games. And like we got a point against Spurs, which you wouldn't have expected.
Yeah.
But
Brilliant point.
But I just don't think that we've done enough against the teams around us. We didn't beat Palace either. But yeah,
In their bad form as well.
after this weekend we have some really hard games coming up because we've got United, then we've got Chelsea, then we've got away it is, I'd say. Then we've got Brentford away, and like it just keeps getting worse and worse. Like before the New Year, we play City and Liverpool away. So
I do see your point. But then again, everyone plays each other.
I'm still optimistic we'll stay up.
So
You kind of sound like an Arsenal fan right now. Did you see? Was it Rory Talks Football?
what did he say?
Oh my God, Rory Talks Football on TikTok. I kind of want you to come on the podcast. I'm not slagging you off, but I am. He goes through the league table and says, so we've played first, second, third, fourth, fifth. I'm like,
oh yeah, and he put in brackets on the video, didn't he? Because I remember seeing it now. I'm coping, I think it was, or something like that.
Yeah, so, like, just, you Arsenal fans, you don't help yourselves.
But the only reason I brought that up is because we've had an easy start and not picked up points.
Yes.
Now we've got a harder run coming up.
No, you've actually made it a valid point.
Like, I'm saying, like, we've had an easy run. We've probably not got enough from it, and now we've got a hard run coming up.
Yeah.
You never
We're
know.
screwed, I think.
You probably will pick up a win or two.
I think we stay up. I think we'll stay up, but I think it'll be 17th.
I still think 10 points from 10 games for a side who came up. I don't think that's terrible.
I mean, I think Jordan Ayew was looking well worth everything we paid for him, because when we signed him, I thought he was a rubbish signing.
He's just a hard
And
worker.
I still don't think he should start games. But he is that sort of player you want to be bringing off the bench at the 60-minute mark to change the game, because he's a different profile to all our other players, and he can do things that they can't. And it got proved by his goal. He could have scored another one, but it got cleared off the line. So he's a good player.
I want to ask a question.
Right.
Was Wilson's goal for Fulham, the first one, intentional?
No.
I don't know.
Because he said it was.
I am going to give him credit.
I think
That's because he used to play for Liverpool.
if it was a great finish. It was a great finish if it was intentional.
Yeah.
Intentional or not, it's a great goal.
Yeah.
I just don't
I think when I heard the post-match interview, he said, I kind of flicked it into that area of uncertainty where it could go in or someone could knock it in the back post, which I think's fair. I think he was more trying to flick it to the back post, hope someone knocks it in. Worst comes worst, it goes in.
So he sort of intended it, but
Yeah.
he also hasn't at the same time.
It's a bit of
Do
luck.
you think
It's a luck.
Flecken could have done more though?
I
was
don't think
I
he
had
could.
him in
I
fantasy
thought he
team.
had quite a good game until, of course, they
But
ended up
I was on
conceding
for
the
12
goals.
points from my keeper.
The thing is, like, both goals were so unpredictable.
Yeah.
Like, it's no way a human being can predict that where the ball's going for both of them.
No.
Comes off of his, like, shin, kind of, as he flicks it around the corner.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest, he doesn't think that's going into the net, and it comes off his shoulder for the second one. So let's be honest, you don't know that's going to go in either.
Yeah.
Like, it's he thinks it's going that way with the header, and it just goes that way.
I mean, you've got to feel for Brentford fans, especially
Yeah.
if you're in that away end.
If I was a Brentford fan, I'd be seething.
You go into stoppage time 1-0 in a West London derby, and then you lose it.
Biggest derby in the world, by the way.
But yeah, no, I saw something with Jamie Carragher, I think it was on Sky. They were highlighting how Brentford had not scored a goal from outside the box, and scored a goal from outside the box. So
That was a great finish.
It's a brilliant goal.
I think Brentford have lost every away game so far this season.
See,
I'm pretty sure
but the
they-
narrative is they're having a good season because like how they're scoring and playing, but I don't think they are.
If they lose Mbeumo and Wissa, they're in
Screwed.
trouble.
I think even just Mbeumo. Mbeumo's the thing holding them together, because if you look at them, defensively, they're offering nothing. They've conceded 2 or 3 in loads of games, and yeah, they're scoring lots of goals. But you take Mbeumo out, they're screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, just going
What's
to
the last game?
quickly round up the other couple.
Oh, yeah.
Southampton ended up beating Everton by a goal to nil. That's a massive 3 points for them.
Yeah,
Do you think Beto was like clearly offside or not?
I did see.
Because I think it was really close.
It's really close. It is close.
I think he was just offside though.
I'm never going to argue against the offside unless if they actually get the lines wrong, like they did one
Well,
time.
especially when it's
Like
Everton
they-
you're talking about.
Yeah, but no, Southampton getting a massive win. Aaron Ramsdale. Did you see him when he collected the ball? Yeah.
I still think that's one of the only wins they'll get all season. I think they'll finish with about 15 to 20 points.
I would not be surprised. I just do not really rate Russell Martin that much.
As long as they beat Derby's record.
That's all anyone really wants now.
Yeah. Wolves drew 2-2 with Crystal Palace. The battle towards the bottom of the table. I mean, Wolves are such an interesting side because they have played quite well for a lot of the game.
I don't want to hear it
Just
anymore.
Do not seem to get the results.
Everyone's saying this.
Sarabia should have scored 2. Oh my goodness! I transferred in Cunha for FPL this week. Should have had about 3 assists. Did my head in.
This is annoying me now though, because everyone is saying, "Oh, Wolves have had a hard start to the season. They're playing well." They're not. They've not won a game since like April.
That badly though.
But they're not winning games, and that's the important thing because that's what we're doing well. We're not playing well, but we're getting points, and that's what they're not doing. And I don't see that changing under Gary O'Neill. I'm not saying he's a bad manager, but they haven't won a game in a very long time. I think someone said it was 9 months.
At home next week is massive.
If they lose that, he's got to go.
Was it this game when it was the 4v1 which led to the goal?
No,
or was that the last game
was
before?
Brighton away.
But yeah, I think like someone said it was 9 months since, because someone made a joke basically saying that someone could have slept with their wife after their last win and she'd have had the baby by now and they still haven't won a game. But that's how long it's been.
What is it with that seat today? Just saying mad
I
things.
know, yeah.
Well, no, I'm just quoting what I've seen on Twitter.
But yeah, no, just I do think they've got to win at some point. Right? It needs to happen, and I think it will next week because if they do not beat Southampton, then yeah, you probably do have to start asking questions about the manager.
In a way, they were lucky. They were very lucky to get a point because Palace got late on, which I think should have stood.
No, I think the keepers had it. The keepers, because I learned about this when I did refereeing training. The keeper is in control of the ball if they've got one hand on it and it's against the ground. It counts as 2 contact points. So he had his hand on top of the ball and it was against the ground. Therefore, he's got control of it, so you can't kick it out from underneath his hand. That's in the rules.
You're a ref, aren't you?
Yeah, because they asked us this question. They said,
Ooh, get the fuck out of here.
Because they asked us this question in referee training: is if the keeper's got his hand on the ball and it's against the ground, is that in control? And we all said no, it's not in control. He needs 2 hands on the ball. And they said no, you're all wrong. That's controlling the rules.
Shock horror, the refereeing rules aren't very good.
Well, no, it's in control though.
But even you're saying you agree that it's not in control. It's just.
But if you have like one finger on the ball and it's on the ground, are you in control?
No, that's not control.
You have to have your whole hand.
It has to be your palm. I think it's the important bit.
But I feel like even then you could just have it like slightly on it. And then
you could be reaching for it and just get the hand on there, and let's be honest, you're not in control of that.
If it's against the ground by the rules, that counts as in control.
Shocker disagree.
So the rules are bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not saying I agree with the rules, but I don't want to lose my badges, so I'm not going to criticise the FA's rules.
Yeah. I think I've said this before as well. I do sometimes think that actually the rules don't help the refs, and also the fact that we don't know what all the rules are. For example, we didn't know that rule. No. Like that's going to cause issues, especially. Although, oh my god, was it the penalty shout in the Ipswich game? Yeah. And then who's the bald guy who I hate, who does the who does the refereeing stuff?
Mike Dean.
No, it's not Mike Dean.
Dermot.
I despise that man. He protects the refs so much to the point where even the other pundits were like, "That is outrageously wrong."
I already said earlier it's a pen. But I will argue I can see why it wasn't given, which is because if you look at when the contact happens, Chaplin kicks the ball away slightly, jumps into the air, and then there's a big push.
He'd go. You can see his body turn left. his body turns to go that way, and the defender just runs through him.
But no, but you see,
That's not a coming together.
I watched it back in slow mo, and he does this. He looks over his shoulder like that. He sees the defender coming in,
Yes.
and he jumps off the ground.
Yes,
so that when the
because he
contact
knows the
happens, he goes
defender's going to
flying.
go through him. Yeah.
I'm not
If
saying it's. I'm
running at
saying
you,
it's a
would you
penalty
Would you
though.
rather jump out of the way or stand your ground?
No, I'm saying it's a penalty,
96
but-
kilos, right?
but it's not as bad as people are making out because he made the contact look worse than
I'm
it was.
more annoyed
Right.
at Dermot for the way he's defending, saying it's coming together, blah, 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 blah. His defending of it is awful and so wrong. That's what I'm saying.
But Ipswich fans, I'm loving it because last season they scored twice against us when we were 1-0 up to draw 1-1 both games in like the 95th minute. So that was quite sweet payback when
Fair.
we scored that late goal anyway. So
Is it
It is
FPL
FPL
time?
time.
Oh, no.
I've not done this for so long.
oh
We have
no.
to talk about fantasy Premier League because it seems like a lot of people had stinkers this week. The average points being 39.
I haven't touched
Yeah.
my team in weeks.
I cannot really see that. What does it say? You're gonna have to pass it to me.
He's got the leaderboard.
Amazing. Right, so
Is that what everyone else got?
well, this is what everyone else has got. Jamie has a total of 19 points.
That's his average.
Wow!
20 below the average. Lenny got a total of 30, Liam with 37, and Henry with 40.
Oh, I beat all of you motherfuckers.
So, who would like to start?
Wait, so who got...
I'll go first because I haven't touched one in weeks, but I did
Oh
well.
my god.
I got 56.
That
What?
is more
Wait,
than
wait,
any
so
of us.
how many did you get?
No,
we
I mean,
we-
no,
we-
you
we
start-
always-
you
we
got
always-
much better
we
than
always
me.
go lowest first.
Lowest, yeah,
Okay.
so who
Alright,
got
hang on.
lowest?
Is anyone else in the 30s?
No.
Is anyone below the 30s?
No.
Other than
Jamie.
Jamie, right? I'll start then. So I got 36.
Cool.
So I had Flecken in goal, who obviously lost 8 points in the last 10 minutes. So he got 4 points.
So,
Anderson got me 2 because of not keeping a clean sheet.
Yeah.
Guardiola got me 7. Trent got me 2. Porro got me 1. Smith Rowe got me 2. Palmer got me 3. Buonanotte got me 1. And Buemo got me 3. Haaland got me 4 because he was my captain. Yeah.
So the only person got over... got
And
more
then
points is
and
your keeper and captain.
because Wood got me 7 as well.
Oh.
So I put Wood in. I had Welbeck on the bench with 5, but yeah. Who's next lowest then?
I got 42.
you got 42.
I got 52.
Oh, so it actually is me. Wow. So my tactic of bringing in Keane for Gabriel almost worked, but they conceded. So it's 1 point for Keane. He also got a yellow card, I believe. Yes, he did. Yeah, shock. I took Gabriel out again, and kind of benefited it, but I lost 1 point. It's not the end of the world. I also have the second best fullback in the league in Robinson on my team with 6 points. I got another assist. Trent, yeah. Luis Diaz in midfield. You suck lately. What is wrong with this man? Yeah, but mate, FPL points. Like I brought him in when he was flying, like third most points I think on FPL when I brought him in, and now he's just dog.
Yeah, I mean, he probably. I can imagine he may start up top. On
Can I ask
Saturday.
how many of you still have Haaland? Because I'm thinking about getting rid of him.
I
have
do.
Haaland.
So all of you have Haaland.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking I might get rid of him because he's been woeful recently.
No.
Yeah, he's not getting the points that you want.
But if I get him out of my team, he'll score a hat trick every week.
You know,
The only two people I want to get out of my team right now are Luis Diaz and Havertz, because Rodgers with 9 points, Johnson with 8 points. 2 people I brought in a couple of weeks ago, bringing in the points. Palmer with 3, he's never leaving my team because he's the GOAT. Haaland 4 points, Welbeck 5 points. And interestingly, Bednarek got 5 points on my bench.
Oh,
So maybe I should have brought him in for
yeah,
Havertz.
Who's next to you?
it is me. 51 this week, technically 47 because I took a -4 because I made 4 transfers.
Took a -4.
Took a -4, yeah. David Raya got me 3 points. This man
Wait, who
is
did you
so
bring in?
frustrating. I brought in this week Ashley Young, Garnacho, Jimenez, and Cunha, and only one of them returned, so not ideal.
Oh, wow.
But
They all started though,
they
right?
all started for
Okay.
me. Yeah, they all started. Alexander Arnold and Ashley Young both got 2 points each. Martino's got 1 for that horror challenge. Should have been minuses, but he got away
Yes.
with it again. Garnacho with 2. Very frustrating watching that man. I was very thinking, I want Manchester United to lose, but I want FPL points at the same time. So I was like, not fun. Brian Mbuemo went missing on Monday night. 3 points. Mohamed Salah was my captain. He scored, so luckily enough, that is the reason why I've hit
Yeah.
50. Semenyo got me 10. I've stuck with this guy for over the past few weeks, getting me 2 every week. Got me 10, so very happy.
Nice.
Jimenez got 2. Haaland got 2. Haaland should have scored. How he missed from about 1 yard out is beyond me. And Cunha got an assist, but should have had about 3 if it wasn't for the quality of Pablo Sarabia. So
Do you remember his goal last season against Spurs?
it's a brilliant goal.
Yeah. And he's just fallen off
He
since.
was so bad against Palace.
Yeah.
So bad.
Well, I think it's me next. Transfer I made this week, bit of a masterclass, brought in Ola Aina.
Oh, wow. No way.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
starting from the back.
What a goal.
Lucas Fabianski got me 2 points because I don't know why I chose.
Why do you
Why have you got him in
I
goal?
put Sanchez on the bench because I had a feeling it was going to be the game where United get quite a few, so obviously I was wrong.
Yep.
Ola Aina, 15 points, a goal and a clean sheet.
Jeez. Also, can we touch on that goal?
What a goal.
Well, I personally think you're all going to come crazy here. Ola Aina's top 5, like,
No,
right
it's not.
backs in the league.
I might need to walk out now.
Yeah.
He's not. That's way too high, but he's
He
very
was
good.
So good.
Sorry, this is a quick tangent. Cobham,
Like Cobham.
25% of the goals this weekend were from Cobham graduates.
Yeah, no.
That is crazy.
That's
Wow.
pretty cool.
Continuing, we've got Vardio got me 7. Rico Lewis got me 1 because Pep Roulette screwed me. Robinson got me 6. Mikolenko got me 2. Diaz 1. Palmer 3. Salah 9. Haaland 4 because he's my captain, and Dye got me 2. But we're not done there
Oh.
because my bench.
Bench boost?
No, and I should have.
Oh.
So my bench: Sanchez 3 points. Semenyo 10
Oh,
points.
no.
Oh.
Welbeck 5 points.
Oh.
Rogers 9 points.
Oh, my
on my
God.
Bench, on my bench, that's what 27 points. on
Oh,
my bench?
wow.
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 That is rough.
Oh.
I mean,
Your face looks so fucked up.
Well, I mean, I transferred out Solanke this week, so.
Oh,
that's it,
yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
that's not great.
I had a stinker as well.
27.
0.
That's huge. Mate, that would have flown you up the
He
league as
probably
well.
would bring me top because I think I'm 4th. I think.
Yeah, you're doing really well.
My head would be on Mars. Seriously.
And
Well,
Bay,
last but not
on the
least.
bench this week.
I don't even know how to play. I've never played it before. I have zero bench points because they're all players who don't play football.
Yeah.
So in goal I have Nick Pope 5 points.
Oof.
Livermento 7. I've Burgess from Ipswich 2.
Oh.
Ola Aina 15.
So that defence already, that back four.
I
so
went
to speak.
fullbacks because,
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
you
go
go.
fullback.
and then I have Morgan Rogers 9.
Jesus.
Sancho 0
Oh, yeah.
because I've got 5 free signings.
Fr-
Transfers, yeah.
yeah.
Saka 2, Palmer 3, Salah 9 because he's vice captain, João Pedro 0, and Haaland 4 because he's captain.
You've got a lot of players that don't play.
I know.
You got, how many points did you get with
56.
doesn't feel like that should be
56 points?
9
Yeah.
players played. and you got 56
It doesn't.
points.
It doesn't feel like that should be 56.
No, it's the defence and
Yeah,
then Rogers as
Ola
well.
Aina getting 15. is
Yeah.
massive.
But I just don't know what to do.
I want
Yeah, the fact that you said Salah got 9 points because he's vice captain.
Yeah, that's
You don't
sort
get
of
any-
sums it up.
I don't-
You don't get any
points.
points.
No.
So you're
Oh,
your
what?
vice.
Captain and you get double.
So what's the point of vice captain?
So your vice
It's-
captain is if your captain doesn't play,
Yeah.
then they are the one who's captain and gets double points.
Yeah.
The thing is, for
Oh.
my FPL team, I really want to bring in Chris Wood, but I know that when I bring him in, he won't score, and
Mm.
then that puts
Bring him
the
in
bad
then.
thing on
Bring him
Fox.
in.
I'm
Bring him
looking
in.
at The fixture list looks.
It's rough,
Yeah.
but I'm
Yeah.
confident we can get through it.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
through it. And I think that is a perfect place to end today's podcast. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please make sure you like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Turn on your post notifications as well so you get notified every time we upload.
Which is a lot.
Go check out all of our socials. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.